This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Mark writes, what was the most difficult match for you, both physically and mentally? We've talked before that your match with Ric Flair on pay-per-view at Fall Brawl had you so sort of torn up that you threw up before you wrestled. So that's got to be somewhere on the list, huh?
Yeah, I was just sitting here, the mental aspect. Probably that's the only time that I've ran into a snag that I really didn't know what was going on internally. Couldn't figure out why I was so nervous about that. But I was, because it was important and it had been built to be a very personal angle. And it was first time wrestling Rick. And, I wrestled as his partner 1,000 times, never wrestled him. So you always get nervous on those first, no matter what they are. And from a mental aspect, that was probably the most difficult. From a physical, there's no doubt. When we were in some of those double cage matches, God almighty, with the Road Warriors and Dusty and Nikita and all those guys, it was very, very difficult. War Games was, good Lord. I mean, we almost bled to death one summer, all of us.
Mayhem writes in, can you comment on guys having bad cardio and getting blown up? The Horseman cardio was legendary. Did you guys ever intentionally blow guys up as a rib or a test?
Neither one, because you know what you ended up with? A big tub of shit laying on the mat that's supposed to be up knocking you on your ass. It's hard to have a match with a blowed up babyface. I mean, you can't make a guy kick your ass. If he's crawling around on his hands and knees wheezing, it's kind of hard to pull that off, I think. And we knew, that you had to be in shape, because our job was to get those baby faces over. And I mean, all of them. And sometimes there was 4 of them standing on the other apron. And our job was to get those guys over, and your ability to breathe was paramount. So cardio was very important in those days, because you had a lot of long matches as well. Good question.
Ronnie L. Justice writes in, what did Arn think of his match with Strikeforce at WrestleMania 5? Any good stories from that match? Of course, I think a lot of our listeners will remember that Rick Martel abandoned his partner in that match and turned heel as a result. Feels like the match was almost a backdrop, but still, it's a pretty cool deal to be involved in WrestleMania, which was already a brand by 1989.
Well, we were a vehicle to get Rick Martel's angle over with his partner. And that was fine, because it was WrestleMania. It was in Atlantic City. It was in Donald Trump's arena. Had all the trappings, WrestleMania 5. And really all we needed was what we got. We got the win off of a pile driver, which looked pretty convincing. And we got the win. And they came out of it with their angle, and we came out of it with a win at WrestleMania. So I was very satisfied with that.
Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future clips that we upload. We hope we made you laugh, and we hope we can save you some money right now at SaveWithConrad.com.